Hello. Who is John Galt? You're a panic. You're a regular scream. Since you obviously hate the Comedy Central style news shows, does that mean you prefer shows like Joe Rogan, Matt Walsh, Ben Shapiro, and Tucker Carlson? Ew. I don't hate the fools on those Comedy Central programs. I just told you that the programs themselves, they turn my stomach. They make me queasy. These guys, on the other hand, these guys make me sick. They make me want to throw up. These guys and their shows and what they have to say, to spew, they make me want to vomit on the floor. Why is KFUX all so political now? What happened to the comedy skits and music videos and stuff like that? Baby Punk, Baby Skin, whoever submitted this, I thank you. At long last, a question which I can truly appreciate. Obviously, the polarity going on right now in the political sphere is so incredibly divisive, and it's intensifying day by day, hour by hour. And what passes for your media, in its absence of any semblance of neutrality, what's happened is there are so many aspects and details and perspectives which are either being ignored, overlooked, or more likely intentionally omitted, either because they are outdated, they're too obscure, or maybe they just comprise those sort of things that nobody's really supposed to talk about. You're not really supposed to mention. Which of course is what we do here at station KFUX. It's what we're obligated to do. And that's why for the past, I don't know how many years now, we've had to go down this political course. The hope is that we got to hang on to the end of this year. And then, plausibly, hopefully next year, we can resume our regular broadcast format. That is the hope. But again, I thank you for your question. I truly do. Do you have a Black Lives Matter sign in your yard? A Black Lives Matter sign in that yard? Are you kidding me? We could have a Black Lives Matter billboard out there and you still wouldn't be able to see it. And besides that, the whole issue about those signs and such and the mentality behind it, it puts me in mind of something that I saw on the side of a mailbox a while back. You got people that they put those signs in their yard and they just kind of call it good. And as you know, that's not quite good enough. When is the last time you had a haircut? I was hoping you wouldn't notice. Probably February. You see, I have a barber that makes house calls. Good barber, very professional, very talented, very good at what he does. You set up out there in the kitchen where the lighting is very bright, and when it comes to cleaning up all the hair clippings, all the mess, it's easier on linoleum than maybe a rug or even hardwoods. But the last time he was here, he'd been drinking, and he was in a bad mood on top of that. And I had a bunch of hair tonics cementing my hair in place, and I asked him, do you want me to rinse all that out first? The way they would do at a regular barbershop, you know, logically. And he said, no, it doesn't matter. And he takes his comb and he starts raking away at everything. And basically, practically scalped me. Jeez, I'm sure you can see. Anyway, I got more of a hair yank than a haircut that day, and I haven't made an appointment since. Hopefully by the next broadcast or two, I will have addressed the situation and made myself a little bit less unpresentable, for whatever it's worth. Why didn't you get up and say anything at Gobb's memorial? So, not the gathering at Overlook, but the memorial for little baby punk Gobb out in the southeast, the kickball field. You had a bunch of bands playing tribute performances in his honor. The memorial that ended so badly for poor Emma, that ended so poorly that basically the annual May 1st ongoing tribute to little K that we were going to do every year from that point forward basically got shafted. Yeah, at that memorial, yeah, there was a segment I remember where you had kids getting up and saying a few words to commemorate sentiments and such. And no, I did not in fact get up and say anything. That is directly owing to an incident which took place here at little baby punk Devin's memorial. Now there were several incidents which took place during that event, a handful of which have ensured that that was the last event which we ever held here. You may or may not have noticed, there have been no other memorials here, or any other punks auctions, or any more punks givings, or any more punks Christmas exchanges. There hasn't been anything here. Our open door policy has long since been closed, owing to those incidents that took place at little Devin's memorial. But in tandem with those incidents, there was one other incident that took place. And that incident compelled me not to say anything at little Gobb's memorial. Yeah, I didn't say a word. I didn't realize anybody had noticed.